My name is Russell Smith, and I'm the Instructional Technology Facilitator for Carpenter Elementary School. And today I wanted to show you a really cool website that will allow your students to access virtual grammar worksheets that will help them with their literacy studies, whatever grade level you want to do. The site is called Quill.org. It's Quill.org. It's a free website. You can sign up to create an account as a teacher, and then you can create add members of your class so that you can assign them different virtual worksheets for them to work on their own at their own pace. Kind of like Study Island, but this is primarily based on grammar. The front page shows you an example of what these worksheets are like. There are 9 errors in this passage. To edit a word, click on it and retype it. So, Shackleton returns from the Antarctic. In 1914, Ernest Shackleton set off, instead of it should be off, on an exploration across the Atlantic. In 1915, his ship Endurance became trapped in the ice, and its, instead of apostrophe S, it should be just ITS. Its crew was stuck. 10 months later, there's misspelled, EIR, ship sank, and Shackleton's needs, apostrophe, crew was forced to live on an iceberg. They reached Elephant Island in April needs to be capitalized, 1916 using 3 lifeboats. Shackleton promised to find help. In a small boat with 5 crew members, he spent 16 days crossing 800 miles of ocean. The remaining men were then rescued on, instead of on it should be in August of 1916. Amazingly, Shackleton did not lose, instead of lose it should be lose, and he went on the trip. So there should be 9 errors. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Check my answers. And I found 7. I needed 9. So instead of found, it should be find right here. And instead of a iceberg, it should be a. I missed those. But if you do make a mistake, it does show you where your errors are. And then if you want to click go to my lesson, you can go to your lesson. So here's one that's based on articles for a and an. So it's going to ask you to rewrite the sentence using the correct underlined title, the underlined article. We have to write a paper tonight for English class. Check my answer, and I got it right. So you continue to the next one. I went to the zoo today and saw a or an elephant. I went to the zoo yesterday and saw an elephant. Well, I sure hope I'm right. Correct, good job. All right. I really want a puppy. So if you decide that you want to have your students utilize all kinds of different virtual worksheets like this for grammar, you can sign up for an account. You can say that you're a teacher, enter your first and last name, give yourself a screen name, and give yourself a password that's going to ask you to confirm it. And then you type it, and I've already done this, so you read and accept their terms of service, and you can choose to have them send you updates. Then click sign up. So what I've done here, I've already created a classroom, but if you wanted to create a classroom for yourself, you click create a classroom. It gives you a space to name the class. So let's say Smith Sample First, let's make it 5th grade. create. And then you can see the name of your class here, or if you have another class created, you can choose the other class that you created as well. So you can have more than one class if you have different groups of students. It gives you a scorebook, and you can choose whichever unit. There are no lessons for Unit 1. There's a lesson planner where you can see all the different types of lessons that are available for using common and proper and possessive nouns, using singular and plural nouns with the matching verbs in basic sentences, using verbs to convey a sense of past, present, and future. There are all kinds of different activities that are available on this site. Okay, so as I was saying, there are a multitude of different types of virtual grammar worksheets that you can assign your students that you enroll in Quill. You can assign them to complete on their own, kind of like they do in Study Island. So for example, let me just choose one for example. Capitalizing dates and names of people. If you look on the right, you have a link to assign a worksheet and to view a lesson. I'm going to click on View the Lesson to give us a preview of what this looks like. This is passage proofreading. So we're going to rewrite the following passage by capitalizing all the dates and names of people. America used to be a different place for women. They had very different lives than men. With the help of people like Susan, so you click on the item and you can just change the spelling or change the capitalization. So I'm capitalizing Susan B. Anthony. Women were given more rights. For example, on August 18th, 1920, women were given the right to vote. Other women worked hard as political figures in America's history. Shirley, capitalized Shirley, Chisholm, capitalized Chisholm, was the first African American woman elected to Congress. We're going to capitalize Congress. She was also the first woman to run for presidency on January, capitalized, 25th, 1972. Although she didn't become president, she is remembered as a civil rights figure for both African American people and for women. These women have helped make America a better place than it was before. In what ways can America become even better? And after they're done, you can ask them to check their answers. And I found 4 errors and 1 introduced problem, and it highlighted Congress. Anyway, that gives you an example of what these worksheets might address. And if you want to assign that to a student, you can assign it to everyone or assign it to certain students. You can designate the unit and set the due date, and then click Assign Lesson. So that you can also invite students into your course, but you can have them create their own account by the student typing in their code for your class, like an entry code, or the teacher can create the account for them with their username and password. And if you explore that, you can look and see how to do that. Anyhow, I just wanted to give you a brief overview of how Quill.org works. Perhaps you could use it in your classroom, maybe not. But thanks for paying attention, thanks for watching, and I will see you later. Have a good day.